Hey everyone, got a new beast today, and I'm sorry I'm a day late. I didn't notice that he dropped. I had my days mixed up. So we'll go check out the banner, check out his skills. I'll let you know how good he is. Oh, we actually got Empyrean Dragon in here this time. Nice. I was waiting for them to do that. This is the guy you should be going for. If you don't have him maxed out, max out Empyrean Dragon. Turtle's not too bad though. So it comes to the pass. We do get a copy. I thought they included some summoning materials in there for the dragon and the tiger. Did they nerf our pass? Oh no, we still get 50. I thought there were some for the first, see, we got 5 there. I thought we had 10 there. Maybe I'm wrong. So anyway, if you're getting the pass, might as well check out my affiliate code from Aptoid. Get you 10 to 30% back on all your purchases. And then you can use that to buy packs from here. So if you haven't checked it out yet, the link in description below has a short video showing you how to use it. And now let's check out his skills. I'm coming to the wrong spot. Beast and Turtle. Guarding Tortoise. So, at unlock, at the end of the turn, increases team's crit res and defense by 10% for 1 turn, and dispels 2 debuff stacks for 2 random heroes. Once you've got him maxed out though, well I guess this isn't max, it does go past max, but this is what we can see. At the end of the turn, increases the team's crit res, dodge, and defense by 25% for 1 turn, and dispels 4 debuff stacks for all heroes. That's really good. That's going to help combat Oda. That's going to remove her stuns, her burns, and it's just going to pair really well. Well, not pair well. It's going to fight against the burn meta that's on right now. You still should go for Empyrean Dragon because he's going to prevent those from even taking place, but this guy's a strong second for combating against the burn teams. So everyone debuffed Dispelled grants heroes Bulwark equal to 8% of max HP. Coming to the Martial Soul, when there are 2 allies with below 50% HP, grants them Undispellable Guard and heals them for 200% of attack, but it doesn't get buffed by other healing effects. Up to once per turn for 5 turns. Guard, if an ally's HP is lower than 30% of max HP after healing, heals them to 30%, lasting until the next turn ends. So it's going to make sure they're at least at 30% HP after this effect takes place. Number 2, increases the number of healing targets to 3. Guard boost. If an ally's HP is lower than 35% of max HP after healing, heals to 35% instead. So that just increases the heal amount and the amount of units it applies to. Martial Soul 3 increases the number of healing targets to 4. If an ally's HP is lower than 40, heals on 40. So it just gets slightly better each time. And Martial Soul 4, Guard boost. If an ally's HP is lower than 50% of max HP after healing, heals them to 50% instead, and grants Bulwark, which is an undispellable shield equal to 20% max HP. So it's going to be doing a lot of healing and a lot of shielding. So Martial Soul 5, when a hero with Guard dies, if they have triggered revival, grants Bulwark equal to 60% of max HP upon revival, otherwise revives them with 60% of max HP. Each effect triggers once per turn. So this is at the point, if you're using this guy, and you probably don't use them already, but the Muse, like the companions, that will prevent this from taking place. So if you have a Muse equipped, it'll prevent that unit from getting revived, as far as I know, and then it's going to prevent this from taking place as well. So you're going to miss out on the Bulwark, you're going to miss out on the healing. So if you have this this beast up to Martial Soul 5, you're probably not going to want to use Muse unless you have some other sort of strategy that you're working with, but this is going to prevent the Muse are going to prevent a lot of things from happening, because the Muse, they're not good, let's face it, they suck. Your units are always going to be better. The only thing that Muse can trigger, again, is Undefeated, but I'd rather have my units alive and be able to trigger all the other servants and bees, Colossus, stuff like that, than have a Muse on the field. So this guy is ranked out of the next 5 that we get of these beasts, he's ranked 3rd, so he's kind of middle of the road. Or sorry, ranked 4th. So he's just below middle of the road. There are going to be a couple other good ones. The next 2 are going to be just 2 step or 2 under Empyrean Dragon. So Empyrean Dragon should still be your focus. And I would highly recommend just summoning for him in here. And keep in mind, I don't think this pity carries over. It doesn't look like it does. So if you don't have 100 draws, like at least 100, don't summon here. Just wait until you get 100, because you don't want to end up wasting all this, right? Because it doesn't say that the pity carries over. This is where I would say it. We do have better odds, getting the SP units was what, 0.624? Something like that. It was half of this. It was around there. And then the sacred shards for the SP units, wasn't it like 1% or something ridiculous? So we do have the normal odds from X Samcock in this summoning, which is really nice. As well as this pass, we actually just straight up get a copy. So they really need to add that to the SP Plus units. We should be getting a copy here for the pass, just like in X Samcock. I don't know why they messed with us like that, but oh well. Anyway, we got this event too. They forgot to capitalize the E and the S. What are they doing? Looks a little weird. So we got the dice event again. So we're probably gonna have a couple new servants, so we'll check them out. Got the 7-day purchase. I always ignore this. It's not as good as anything else. This is good though. You're gonna be spending $3 a day during the event anyway, most likely, right? So take this chance to grab this. Grab your Fabled Talisman if you don't have Morph to level 100 yet. If not, you could probably just grab the Colossus here. Did they add anything new? Nope, they didn't add anything to that yet. So we got our challenge boss, and then always remember, see, trait immune to single target damage. So if your damage seems really off for some reason, you can't figure out why, it's going to be from this trait here. And then we come to Fortune Adventure. So there's another pass here, and if you're buying that, you know, check out my affiliate code if you've been using it. Thank you very much for helping out my channel. It is going away at the end of next month. So May 31st is going to be the last day for the code, just giving everybody a heads up. So let's check out the item shop here. We've got a couple skins. I can never remember which skins go with which units if they're not the SP units. These are two of just the S Plus units, I'm pretty sure. So we have two new servants. Got Wukong. When an enemy enters the field, the final damage of the first attack made against them is increased by 40%, resets when the enemy re-enters the field, such as reviving. Is that a new one? Or is this the new one? This is not the new, no, that's not new. This one's good. Zhao Yun, really good servant, especially for Dark Satan and Aurora and Wukong, because he does skill pursuits, so it's going to stack up. This one, Hercules, not so much. If you got the Empyrean Dragon, then that servant's not really useful. So coming back to Wukong, at maxed out, when an enemy enters the field, the final damage of the first 3 attacks made against them is increased by 70%. Resets when the enemy re-enters the field, such as reviving. That is probably not as useful as you would think, because somebody like Aurora is the highest damage dealer in the game right now. She already does multiple attacks per turn. If you have her at Martial Soul 10, I do believe 3 attacks is the minimum, which is most likely gonna at least, well, I guess this does help because shields are a huge thing now. So this would be pretty good. Okuninushi. Had a hard time saying that for a second. Any shield effect gained additionally grants another undispellable shield for 12% of the original amount. Occurs up to 10 times per turn. While the shield persists, final damage against another target with shields is increased by 20%. This is the one you're going to want to go for. So at max, any shield effect gained additionally grants another undispellable shield for 20% of the original amount. Occurs up to 10 times per turn. While the shield persists, the final damage against another target with shields is increased by 35%. This is finally going to help combat the crazy shields that we've been seeing, especially now that Diana is being used by a lot of people. So we've got the Remedial Servant, the Spring Renewal Potential, Diana. You really need to combat against those shields because they are stacking up at this point. I wouldn't go for Wukong. It may seem good. First 3 attacks increased by 70%. So that's a total of 210% extra damage, but you should already have Zhao Yun. You got him maxed. No, sorry, not Zhao Yun. I'm thinking of Susanoo. This is the one. So you don't need another one that does something pretty similar, because this one capped at 200%, right? So there's no need to really go for Wukong because it's going to only work for 3 turns, right? Or first 3 attacks. So, well, the first 3 attacks when they enter the field. So unless they get killed and revived, then it's done for the rest of the fight. So Susanoo, even Zhao Yun still is going to be good, but you really want to go for this Okuninushi to help fight against all those crazy shields. So to recap, you're going to want to summon for Empyrean Dragon if you don't have him maxed out, and then you want to go for that Okuninushi Servant just to help fight against all those shields. And just reminding you, my code is done May 31st. That'll be the last day you can use it. So once again, thank you to everybody who's been using it. It really helps out my channel, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.